Hey everyone, the Opalist here, and welcome to a rant video. I don't usually make rant videos here, as you can tell by the kinds of videos that I make. But I just felt like this just had to be said. Almost no one in this community said anything about this, other than Infamous Rusher. Now, you might be wondering what this rant is about. Unless you haven't read the title, it's about Pixel Gun. And what do I have to say about Pixel Gun? Well, it's completely broken. Most of you watching this are going to be like, what's wrong with Pixel Gun? It's completely fine. And by that statement, I can tell that whoever says that didn't experience the old days, back when you didn't have to spend a dime to win matches, back when you didn't have to try hard or try your heart and soul to win a freaking match, back when it wasn't spamming. Everyone just had fun back in the day. But enough rambling. I'm going to go through every single reason as to why Pixel Gun 3D is broken and corrupted.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
Before I say anything about this, 99% of you are going to be like,
What? This is ridiculous. Armor isn't the reason for the game being broken.
well, guess what? It's not. Yeah, it's not really the main one. But it caused a lot of players to quit the game. Mostly the first sword snipers and the most subscribed sword sniper in the community, who's almost unknown, to be honest. The channel is dead. And who am I talking about? You guessed it, Madison Domain. She was quite famous back in the day, back when she was a huge impact on the community, mostly the forums in general. And also, while armor wasn't the main reason, it made killing people more difficult, and that's not the biggest one yet. I'm pretty sure that everyone can agree with me on this, that gems are probably the worst thing that happened to the game up until now. After they took over coins as the main currency and most weapons were only bought with gems, this is where the game turned pay to win. Gems are nearly impossible to earn after level 31, because you can't get them by leveling up anymore, since level 31 is the final level. After level 31, you're screwed if you didn't buy gems, and so is your wallet, or Guardian's wallet, I don't know. But after gems were added, the game was ruined, for most players at least. But you could still hack the game. The Android and Amazon devices luckily have a certain method that allows you to earn gems. As an infinite source, that is. Link in the description. The method seems quite fun, to be honest. And Windows can only hack as well. And so, in the case for iOS devices, you could transfer iCloud data from a hacked device, so you can get all the weapons, and the device doesn't really have to be hacked. So that's fine as well. But back in the day, you didn't really need to hack it to win. You could just win matches back in 10.2.0 and back in 10.3.0, but the game was still better back before gems were added. At least you could still win matches before 10.4.0, even after the Stormhammer was added, which we'll talk about later. As of recent updates, I noticed how Rilisoft have been purposely nerfing and buffing certain weapons. They nerfed the older ones, and mostly the obtainable ones too, and buffed the gem weapons, and everyone noticed that in game, unless you're a premium weapon user. So that's another thing for the pay to win aspect, which Rilisoft did on purpose. However, it wasn't so bad all in all. The game was still playable at some point. And when the Stormhammer was introduced, it seriously just made half the community die back then. People started thinking the game was a Thor simulator more than anything. However, you could still kill them with certain strategies, as I used to before in 10.3.0 and before. Back before I got all the weapons, it wasn't really casual play. I was just tryharding most of the time, which wasn't really that fun. So I prefer to play it easy, just like I did before I reached level 27, because that's when the game starts to get more corrupted than ever. Not to mention what they did to the prototype. They nerfed it so people would go for the anti-hero rifle. The prototype was pretty much overpowered back in 10.4.0, when Rilisoft made the game absolute trash. despite the fact that I play it till this day, but not as much because my experience isn't really as enjoyable as it used to be, which sucks.
Ching, ching, bling, bling, patent pockets. We take the dollar, dollar, can a damn soul stop it?
Rilisoft's interaction with the community was alright back when the game wasn't as popular as it is today, with 25 million downloads across all 4 mobile platforms. They actually replied to the community and took their word. That's before they got famous and took off. Even after they introduced gems, they still replied, but not to the people who talked about problems. Those problems, of course, being the premium currency as of gems. So, as of the summer of 2015, Rilisoft left the Pixel Gun 3D forums and went over to make their own, which are shut down by the way. And the place started dying slowly. The place was really active back in the day and had a lot of members. And the forum's situation today is a good example of Rilisoft's interaction with the community, because 99% of the members there quit the game because of how corrupted it is. This just goes to show how much Rilisoft doesn't really care about people complaining. As long as they get their money, they don't care.
Here comes the new kid on the block. Hold on your bets, here's where the buck stops.
The way Rilisoft is just makes me angry. They went from 4 members and staff and made a great and enjoyable game to 41 staff members. Isn't that supposed to make the game better? Well, yeah, but those 41 members need a living, right? Well, guess how much Rilisoft pays for most of its employees that are working on the game. That isn't as complicated as others. Guess what? 40,000 to 60,000 in Russian currency. Do you know how much this is in dollars? $4,000 to $6,000 for making a mobile game. I personally don't know if this is overpaying or not, but from a consumer's perspective, this is totally overpaying. Listen, we know you need gems and premium currency so you can pay for your staff members, right? But this is a killing. If you're going to force people to either hack or buy gems, then let the actual paid players enjoy your game. The game was ruined in 10.4.0. Everyone is spamming these overpowered weapons and abusing them. No one is using primaries, which are supposed to be the most used weapons in the game. That's why they're called primaries, not premiums. Everyone is spamming these days, more than before, and it's annoying. Sure, you can beat them, but that's if you sweat your hands off, which is ridiculous. What happened to the days where it used to be just fun to play this game? When you could actually have fun even if you were new and not a freaking tryhard and freaking... Just look at the forums, man. They are dead. Also, how is it that Rilisoft didn't get sued yet for breaking the trading law, or whatever it's called? Now, how is that, you ask? Well, Rilisoft doesn't give refunds for players who buy gems, but weren't satisfied with what they bought. For example, someone bought gems and lost their account, so they reinstall the game and find out that their gems weren't recovered, and so they want a refund for something that they lost but paid for. But Rilisoft doesn't do that apparently. How is that fair? And don't tell me that didn't happen. Morten Hoy from Pixel Gun Pro /appsandroid.dk had this problem for him, and I think a few others as well. Link to his channel in the description, along with what he said about this problem as well. And he even contacted the support team, but he never got a response, as far as I'm aware of. And another thing, remember when Pixel Gun World open beta was shut down? People were expecting a full release of the game. Well, guess what? Pixel Gun World, a former Pixel Gun World moderator from the forums, the other forums, not the Pixel Gun 3D forums, actually contacted the developers, and that's what he actually claims, and said that the production team isn't planning on a full release. So what's with all the money that people spend on coins and stuff just to buy the game, just to buy weapons and stuff? How is that supposed to happen? What's supposed to what if people want their money back? Because that's just robbery in my opinion.
See, first of all, I'm stepping out on my own. About time I elevated to claim my own throne.
Listen, Rilisoft made a great game and it had lots of potential, and it still has that potential, but it's going down the drain soon. And Rilisoft seems to be too blinded with the money that they're actually making to listen to the community. So how do we fix this? Well, there is one thing we can try, and I say try because Rilisoft doesn't seem to be listening to anyone anymore. So what I say we should try is to unite my fellow Pixel Gunners, and let's head over to Rilisoft's Twitter and Facebook page and tell them, spam them with everything. Tell them to make Pixel Gun the game that people loved back in the day. Tell them to fix their game. Tell them that people are sick and tired of what they're doing. Their greed for money is just killing it. So this awesome game doesn't turn into absolute trash. Share this video with everyone, post it to other YouTubers so they would listen seriously. This game really needs help. A lot of people have quit the game and it's just dying, to be honest. Look at the forums, they're so dead. Almost no one plays the game anymore. Why? Because it's corrupted as hell. What Rilisoft did to this game, to the free players, and even to the paid players, even the hackers, those who can hack the currency, they're not enjoying the game anymore. But Rilisoft doesn't really seem to care. Make people wake up and realize that this game is going to die if you don't do something again. I don't have that many subscribers or voice in this community, so I'll say this. Share this video everywhere. We need to get Rilisoft's attention, or else this game is doomed. It's going to end up like Clash of Clans that everyone got bored of because of Supercell not listening to anyone, and gems were so hard to earn and the game took so long to progress in. Because I can't really bear to try and get Rilisoft's attention anymore. I'm just tired of it. But I'm not alone this time. We can make a change now. So get on your freaking devices, open your Safaris, Chrome, Silks and Bings, and tell Rilisoft to make Pixel Gun great again.
Слушать Rilisoft. Вы сделали красивую игру, и люди любили его, но ваша жажда денег только собирается убить себя медленно. Это может показаться, что вы делаете большое быть успешным.